Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Well, today I'm checking out the Walther Pro XL3000 flashlight. Now this is how it comes in its hard cover plastic carry case. Really quite nice because obviously it's well designed, locks up really neat, so you can have it in the back of a toolbox, you know, in your vehicle or, you know, just at home. So let me just open it up and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Okay, so it's fairly big, guys, so I'll try to get everything here on camera. So what it comes with, okay, so you've got 4 of the D-cell batteries that it comes with. So I really like it when a flashlight actually comes with the batteries, so you're not having to search around for them or buy them as an extra. You've got a carry strap here. You've got the Walther Pro XL3000 instruction manual. And we've got a couple of washers here as well. Now on this side we've actually got some fastening rings for the torch. Okay, so you can actually put that at the front and rear, and then that way you can actually carry around the torch with the strap. So let's have a look at the torch itself. I'll get this moved out of the way. So it's got a anti-reflecting aircraft aluminium grade housing. Okay, so it's good because you're out in the field and you're not going to have any reflection coming off the torch, which is good. Now, if you're looking at this torch for different reasons, you know, it could be security, law enforcement, military, you know, or even hunting, or just as a recreational round the campsite sort of torch. There's a lot of features that are in this, and I'm quite impressed with the torch from what I've seen so far. You can see the really nice engraving with the textured finish there on the aluminium housing, okay? So it just feels nice when it's in your hand. Now it does remind me a little bit of the old Maglite because, you know, just of the sheer size of the torch. We've got so many small torches these days, and the bigger torches seem to be, you know, a little bit of a thing of the past. But really there's a lot of people out there that like a larger torch as well. So, you know, each to their own. Now the weight of this is 860 grams, or just under 2 pounds, okay? So it's not extremely heavy and it won't weigh you down. The length of it is 40 centimeters, or just under 16 inches. So you've got really that sort of old style torch with regards to its actual physical features and characteristics. But definitely a lot more power than the old style torches when you look at these. Now look at those LED bulbs, you have 3 of them, and they're Cree XML2 LED bulbs. So a lot of power coming out of them, a lot of brightness. So very, very you know, good with their lifespan, and also just, as I say, the brightness out of them. Now as you can see, I'm moving the lens back and forward here. So when we push the lens up, okay, so I'll show you sideways so you can see what I was doing. Okay, all I'm doing is just pushing forward. Now, when it's back, okay, you'll see the LEDs closer to the front of the lens. Now, that'll throw a very, very wide beam, okay, a lot of light. So if you actually want more distance, all you need to do is just push the lens up, and you can see there, obviously, the LEDs are recessed back down into the aluminium housing of the torch. Now, this will give you a very, very narrow beam. Now, 3 different light mode settings are on this torch. So you've got your on-off switch just here. Very straightforward. I'll just run through the technical part of it and then I'll show you it. So 3 modes. So you've got 100% mode, 40% mode, and 10% mode. So in the 100% mode, when you turn the light on, you've got 4D alkaline 1.5 volt batteries, okay, and that's what comes with the torch. So you'll get 1850 lumens, 320 meters of reach, and 5 hours 20 minutes of run time, which is pretty impressive, isn't it? But if you go to the 4D NIMH 1.2 volt batteries, you'll go to 2550 lumens, 344 meters of reach, or an hour 50 of run time. But for me personally, I just don't see the point in going to the NIMH batteries, because if your run time is reduced from 5 hours 20 minutes down to 1 hour 50 minutes, and look at the gain that you are getting with the reach, okay, 320 meters as opposed to 344, so another 24 meters for that substantially reduced run time. So I just don't Personally, I just don't see the point in going to the NIMH battery. I'd stick with the alkaline ones. But as I say, guys, that's just my personal preference. Now, with the run times, when you come down 40% mode, you got 12 hours with the alkaline batteries, or with the 10% mode, 60 hours with the alkaline batteries. I mean, that's fairly impressive, isn't it? So you've got the drop resistant to 1 meter, and also it's weatherproof there as well. Okay, so now I've explained that, let me just show you here on the desktop, because you might not be able to see it when we get out in the darkness on the farm. I'll just show you how to use this. So you've got the single switch there, okay? So all we need to do is, just to turn it on, we just hit that once, okay? So it comes on from there. I mean, that is extremely bright, like I'm squinting looking at this. Turn it off, just simply press it off. Now, if you want to toggle through the different modes, okay, so you just turn it on, hit the button again, and it'll go down to 40%, okay? Hit the button again, and it went off, Murphy's Law. I'll just try that again. Okay, so on, 40%, 10%, and then off. Okay, we'll try that again, down to 40%, another quick hit of the button, and we go down to 10%, and then off. Okay, it also has a strobe mode in it, okay? They call it the tactical defense strobe. So guys, look, if you're epileptic or something, please don't watch the screen while I do this. So to activate that, all you do is hold the button down and it'll go straight into that strobe mode. Hit it again just to turn it off. Now, if the torch is already on and you want to go into that mode, so say for example you're in security or military, law enforcement or something, you're using the torch, you spot a bad guy and you want to put it into that strobe mode, all you need to do is just hold down the button and it'll come straight on, and then just hit it again and it'll turn off. So really, really nice. I actually really quite like the features in the torch. The price of it, now guys, it's a $265 recommended retail price from Frontier Arms here in Australia. Now look, keep in mind they're a wholesaler, so to buy through your local gun shop or just normal sporting goods store in general, they'd probably be able to do a better deal on that, okay? Now the torch has a lot of features in it, but let's get out on the farm now, run a few tests and actually see how good it is in the field. Okay guys, so here we've just got the light on the ground with the wide beam, okay, so you can see even up close how wide that beam is. So if we push forward and narrow the beam down, you can see there you've got that real intense beam. Okay guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to actually just shine it at the camera. You can see just how bright this is, okay? And then when we go into the strobe mode, so close your eyes guys if any of you are epileptic, just hold that down, let go, and you can see it going into the strobe mode there. Alright guys, so as you can see here just at the creek, like we've got it out on a wide beam here, and you can see just it's a massive amount of area that this lights up. But then we'll push it forward, we'll go to the narrow beam, and you can see it coming quite intense there. So looking around, I mean, just look at the brightness that this punches out. It's just a very impressive light. So if you look here just on the bottom of the creek, I mean, it's only shallow, but you can see there, you can see everything on the bottom, no problem at all. So it's just a very, very bright flashlight just in general. Looking at the bank there, I mean, it's hard guys, because obviously the camera with what it shows to what it's like when you're actually looking at it with your naked eye are really two different things. But yeah, you've just got plenty of punch obviously with the light. Okay, so we've got the beam wide here up against some trees about 50 meters away from us, and you can see just how wide it is. It's just incredible with just the amount of light that this throws out. Then if we push the lens forward there, we go to the more narrow beam slowly. Okay, you can see there, it's a lot more intense. I find too, like, because of the amount of light this throws out, if you hold the torch above your head, you can actually get a little bit more light going down, if that makes sense, like towards what you're looking at. Alright guys, I'll wrap up with my final thoughts on the Walther Pro XL3000 flashlight. I really do like it. I can't really say there's any dislikes or negatives about it because I just can't think of any. If you don't like the bigger size, I mean, Walther Pro makes smaller flashlights, so you know, depending on what your personal preference is, you can find a flashlight that's more suited to what you want. For me though, I actually do like it. I mean, you know, it's a big flashlight, so great for in the ute. I mean, you're not going to be searching around looking for it, eh? It's going to be pretty big. You're going to be able to locate it fairly easily. The power output of it is fantastic, you know, good run time. I mean, it's technology, isn't it? They're getting better and better. Nice and tough, and I absolutely love the idea of just focusing the beam by simply just moving the head of the flashlight. That is so much better than the old style twisting, you know, anti-clockwise or clockwise. So really, really good. So, all right guys, look, I'll finish up the review there. If you want to check one of these out, get in touch with your local dealer and I'm sure they'll be able to get one in for you to have a look at. Till next time, take care guys, and we'll catch you then.